Hi, welcome to a tapping video to deal with feelings of fear, specifically about the future. I'm recording this during a fascist uprising, and I am a beautiful intersex tranny fag. So obviously I'm filled with crippling anxiety right now. But my somatic tools are one of the things that keeps me grounded and allows me to keep thriving, even as the world wants me to die. Because why would I make it easy for them? If you've never done a tapping, it's pretty simple. So I will say an affirmation, and you can say it with me, or you can just tap along as I speak. And the points we're going to tap are the top of the head, side of the eye, chest, and then we'll karate chop under the armpit. And you can alternate as you go. This is meant to be simple and easeful, so if you just want to tap one spot, just do what feels good to you, okay? If you've never done a tapping, it's pretty simple. So I will say an affirmation, and you can say it with me, or you can just tap along as I speak. And the points we're going to tap are the top of the head, side of the eye, chest, and then we'll karate chop under the armpit. And you can alternate as you go. This is meant to be simple and easeful, so if you just want to tap one spot, just do what feels good to you, okay? All right, are you ready to tap with me? Let's take 3 breaths. And in these breaths, I just encourage you to connect with your body. Just take note of what you feel without judgment. If you want to wriggle a little, let out some energy, and find a shape that feels good for you to rest in. I always like to find my feet, just check in with them, feel the pressure of the floor against them. Okay, let's take a final breath. Okay, we're going to start by tapping the side of our hand. We won't tap this spot again, but just to start, let's tap the side of our hand. Even though I feel incredibly fearful about the future, I unconditionally love and accept myself. Even though I feel terror and anxiety and stress about the future, I love and accept myself unconditionally. Even as I take in more information, as I open my phone, as I scroll Instagram, as I read the news, I continue to feel anxiety and stress about the future. I love and accept myself unconditionally. Even as I take in news that indicates the future may be challenging, even as I read news about climate change all over the world, I love and accept myself unconditionally. When I read the news, I'm often confronted with feelings of extreme fear and anxiety. I often feel unsafe and unstable. Even though I feel these feelings, I love and accept myself unconditionally. Right now, when I think about the future, I don't know what to imagine. I feel extremely anxious and scared. Despite these feelings, I love and accept myself unconditionally. When I think about the future, I often feel so anxious. These feelings make me want to act out in extreme ways, like leaving the country. And the thought of doing something so extreme that I'm unprepared for also makes me feel anxious. It's easy for me to go to a place of self-blame or anger, to be frustrated with all the ways I'm unprepared. As I feel these feelings, I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. It can be difficult for me to sit with my fear, and sometimes I feel tempted to engage in addictive behaviors, or to do impulsive things, or just to ignore the news, or to let myself become numb. Even as I engage in these dysfunctional responses, I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. It can be so difficult to sit with the unknown or the fear of what might happen next. As I feel these feelings now, I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I acknowledge that these feelings are a part of me and a part of my experience. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I acknowledge the wisdom of these feelings. Even as they can be overwhelming and paralyzing, they are also here to guide and teach me in this moment. I honor these feelings for the wisdom they bring me. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. When I reflect on my relationship to fear, I often don't know how to deal with this emotion. Sometimes I numb out to it or ignore it, or I retract completely in its presence. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I can see that the moment I'm in is asking me to have a different response. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I feel how in this moment I'm scared and everyone around me is scared. And that feeling of collective fear is one that I've never felt before to this level. It can be overwhelming. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. As I sit with the fear, I also recognize that while impulsive action is tempting, I need to come from a grounded place. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. As I examine my emotions, I can see that I'm navigating something I've never navigated before. And the newness is scary and overwhelming, and I'm scared of messing up. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I can see how the present moment is forcing me to face a truth, that life is unpredictable and I don't know what's coming next, even as my visions of the future, some remain intact and some are having to transform. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I can feel how underneath these feelings of fear are deep feelings of grief and sadness. Grief for the future I thought I would have. Sadness as I recognize the depth of destruction and terror that is happening in this moment. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. As a human surviving this moment, I know all I can do is show up and respond and do my best to build connections with others. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I don't know what the future holds, and that can be really scary, but I also feel how that can be freeing. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. My life is going to look different than I expected. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. While I feel fear, I also feel openness. I also feel excitement. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I feel how this moment is calling me to grow, calling the people around me to grow and to transform. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. Even as I feel scared, I know the world I was living in was unsustainable, and this moment of transformation was always coming. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. Even as I open to the possibility of the future, I feel fear of the past. I feel fear for what I'm letting go of. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. Even as I know what's coming might be better, letting go of the familiar feels extremely overwhelming, and I want to resist. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. As I move through my many emotions, I appreciate how many emotions I have and how difficult it is to sit with them sometimes. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I know my emotions are allowing me to touch life, to experience life. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. While I don't know what will happen next, I have faith that me and my community will solve the problems as they emerge. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I know that in this moment, even if things are not perfect, even if there are things I want to change, even if I feel like I don't have a community, I know that I can take baby steps to make small changes in my life. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. I love and accept myself unconditionally and completely. Let's take a breath. I hope that process was helpful for you. And if it was, let me know. Bye.